Hi, happy Easter. Wanted to share a quick Easter story because I woke up from an interesting dream this morning. So, just before I woke up, I had the dream that multiple people in my family had tattoos about my dad laser removed from their body. So I saw two family members and they had you could tell where the laser work was done. And it was like either removing his name or like a cross with his name in it, or like this kind of spiritual image about him, and you could see where the laser work was done and it pulled the ink off, right? And then I woke up and then I realized it was Easter. I was like, oh shit, this is interesting. So I went in to meditate about the dream and came to the idea that he's not dead. He's just not here. So those tattoos, they commemorated his death, right? And they were removed from their bodies with a laser, okay? And I was really blown away by the connection between Easter and the dream. So then I started thinking about Jesus' message and really the days leading up to his resurrection, right? So what was it, on Thursday when he surrendered? And this, I feel, is like a tough thing for us all to do. We don't really understand what it's about. To me, it's surrendering the fears in our body. You know, you don't think his body was freaking out. He knew he was going to get crucified. He knew he was going to die. So I'm imagining his body wanted to run. But what does he do? Right? As he's being arrested, the part of him that wanted to fight, which was Peter, cuts off a guard's ear, and then Jesus heals him. He heals his enemy's ability to hear, right? So I thought that was really profound. And then just like an act of unconditional love, even for his enemy, the one leading him to sure death, right? At least of his body. So he surrenders completely. And he lets the part of himself that is meant to die, that's destined to die, he lets it die. And the part of himself that's eternal remains eternal. So that in itself is really profound, understanding parts of our own selves that are meant to die, or are dead, or feel stuck, right? We're all quarantined, feel stuck. That's a deadness in itself. So I think Jesus' message is embracing the death that our body fears, because it drives us crazy if we don't. If we fight against that fear, it's a battle that no one really wins. So don't fight the fear. Embrace it with unconditional self-love. Open up to it. Embrace it with your breath. Allow the breath to soak into that fear, that fight, the part of you that feels is dying. Breathe right into your cells where you feel that tension. Allowing your breath to unlock and release the tension, to cease all the fighting that's happening inside yourself, and coming to the greater knowledge and the greater wisdom that there's part of you that's eternal. We might not be tapped into it every day or using that part of ourself consciously every day, but it's there. So breathing deeper into that fear in the body, the fear of death. You know, and Jesus said the last enemy to put under our heels is the fear of death. So just embracing it. And I really feel the coronavirus is bringing up a lot of that, because we see death around us on the news everywhere, and we might feel trapped in our house. So just continuing to breathe deeper and slower into the fear of the unknown, the fear of death, embracing it with your breath and letting that magical component, the oxygen, how it interacts with our body, our cells, our heart, our mind, bringing that in, breathing it deeper and slower, and letting it work its magic, letting the life force within your breath move through the fear of death. Okay? Breathing in deeper and slower, and just letting that life force unlock and unlock and unlock the layers of the fear of death, allowing your breath to widen, to really space out within your chest. And then on the final day, today, Easter, what does he do? He resurrects himself, right? He raises from the dead. So he lets the part that's destined to die, die, allowing the eternal part to flourish, so much to the point where it awakens his own body. The life force, the spirit, fills up his entire body, allowing a complete physical resurrection. So what I would love for us to do is just to relax, doing a simple daily guided meditation, breathing in more life force, breathing in more air, more oxygen, embracing the fear, and allowing us to come to a new space. A new opening in our heart, a new opening in our mind, identifying a little bit more with the part of us that's eternal. Okay, so practice that. Much love on Easter Sunday. God bless you, your family. Stay smart, stay healthy. May the Holy Spirit heal all our hearts and get us through this. God bless.